If a guy wants to become a better man, I would just encourage him to behave like a man. And there's not a lot of men out there anymore. There's a lot of boys and there's a lot of people that blow with the wind. And those guys have a party. They have somewhere they can go. That's called the Democratic Party.
Conor McGregor cream-pied his cousin. When he said he wasn't here to take part, he was here to take over, he was referring to his cousin that he was plowing in the back before the fight. The downfall of Conor McGregor has been hilarious. The only fight he has won in 7 years has been a rape case in court.
But I was able to slip his cross twice in that fight and throw my own. The second one, that's when he went down. We both missed, but the first one I hurt him. And that's why he started trying to grapple, you know, like a dusty bitch.
Conor's new nickname should be Frosty the Snowman with the amount of coke that Conor has done. The only person who cheats more than Leon Edwards is Conor McGregor cheating on his wife.
Hey, the UFC's good because of the fighters and the fights. Okay. You were on welfare, bro. Okay, then you ain't no man. You took welfare. Okay, don't talk about money. Don't you talk about money. Then what wasn't it? You took money from single moms. Single moms go on welfare, not men.
Conor,
you don't talk about money, all right? Keep your mouth shut when it talks about money.
Conor, you're going for history, mate.
Now that Conor has made his money, Dee Devlin would never consider leaving Conor. She turns a blind eye whenever Conor brings his hoes around her. Dee Devlin is a gold digger, and I don't blame her. She has an easy life, while her cokehead husband cheats on her, throws dollars through buses, and goes to bars and punches old men because his whiskey tastes like Donkey Kong's piss.
You look good in it, there's no doubt about it. Eddie, you said last month...
Thank you, it's worth Eddie's show money.
Eddie, anything to say there?
Yeah, it's funny. I seen the tags hanging from it. I think he rented it. So you got found out, man. The tags were still hanging from your MiG. Yeah, either buy it or don't buy it, man. Come on.
Eddie, listen, you said...
That cost more than your show, puss, Eddie.
Yeah, you didn't buy it, though.
Yeah, I bought it all cash.
You didn't buy it.
All cash.
Then take the tags off, Conor.
One of you guys will be dressed for success. One of you guys will be dressed for success on Saturday, either way. Listen, Eddie, I want to get back to you.
I think he stole it.
We'll wait to see.
Beetlejuice Green once drank Proper 12, and it actually killed him for 5 minutes. It tastes like trash. The only thing worse than Conor McGregor are his fans. His fans actually believe they also live a life of luxury because they are a fan of his. They are living in their mud huts, while they actually believe they are the elite of the world. There's only one word to describe Conor McGregor fans, and that word is retarded.
You're gonna
look for the
rich people shouldn't fight. Rich kids shouldn't fight ever. Real people fight. Real fighters fight, not rich kids.
I'll gut you like...
Conor normally fights once every couple of years, and every time you can hear his fans say the king is back. He usually ends up losing that fight, takes a couple of years off, and when he comes back, Conor's fans begin to suck him off by saying, the king is back. To be fair, Conor is the king of doing cocaine, cheating on his wife, losing fights, kissing his cousin. Conor has changed for the worse since becoming famous. Over the past year, he destroyed his friendship with Artem Lobov. The two of them were boys, but not anymore. That's not the only relationship that Conor has destroyed. He has destroyed his relationships with his old coaches, as well as many of his sparring partners. Conor thinks because he is rich now, that they are beneath him and should have nothing to do with them. The only thing that Conor is forgetting is that without these people he would not be the rich person he is today. We all know Conor McGregor is one of the worst human beings on the planet. That was evident when he shouted racist remarks towards Khabib and his team. Conor would repeatedly yell that Khabib was a Muslim rat and that all Muslims are rats. He said other racist remarks, such as your wife is a towel. The only person who needed a towel was Conor, when Khabib beat the hell out of him for 4 rounds, embarrassing him every second of the fight. Conor is a clown these days. Who could forget when he was walking back and forth from his TV when Max Holloway was fighting?
He is the UFC's #1 ranked featherweight contender, fighting out of Lanai, Hawaii. Here is the former UFC featherweight champion of the world, Max
The days of Conor being an elite fighter are over. The game has evolved too much. While the game was evolving, Conor was drinking, doing coke, and cheating on his wife. He wasn't training with any good trainers who could give him advice. We know that because Conor has destroyed every relationship he has ever had with his scumbag behavior. Dana White loves to promote Conor because they are similar people. They are both scumbags who believe the world is beneath them. They both cheat on their wives. Conor McGregor has money, but what happens when you take away his money? All you have when you take away Conor McGregor's money is a guy who is a loudmouth, a racist, a guy who cheats on his wife, a cokehead, and a guy who has destroyed every relationship he has ever had. With the fame and money, many people like him. If you take those two things away, he is a guy who desperately needs to go to rehab to fix his life.
Smart Americans, and you right here running with a quitter, but I forgot, you the pimp, and this your